Hi, and sorry for the I voice. My English isn't strong enough for me to use my own voice. In this video, I'll share a few key reasons why you should stop using 4K Blu-ray players, Nvidia Shield, Apple TV, Fire Stick, Chromecast with Google TV, and similar devices. I'll explain why the Ugoos AM6Bplus, combined with the Corelic custom kitty build, is the better choice. I'll also show you how and why this player has become the best Dolby Vision device on the market, the all-in-one solution we've all been waiting for. A bit of history. The Ugoos OS has always supported Dolby Vision Rips, including Profile 7 with 12-bit FL, thanks to its unique dual 10-bit decoders. However, the operating system was unstable and unreliable, making the device unusable. The Corelic team changed that by coding a custom kitty build, stabilizing Dolby Vision Profile 7 FL playback, but a key issue remained. The Ugoos couldn't achieve true TV-led pass-through, and was stuck with the old CMV 2.9 metadata processing. Then, user CPM figured out the cause of this fake TV-led bug and at the same time, unlocked CMV 4.0 processing, making this player the best Dolby Vision device available. I bought one, and it has only improved since and now surpassing every other player on the market. The Ugoos AM6Bplus offers a practical, highly customizable interface with a wide selection of skins and design options. Whether you prefer a sleek, minimalistic look or a more feature-rich layout, the user interface can be tailored to your personal taste. Unlike many streaming devices that limit customization, this player gives you complete control over how your media center looks and functions. Unlike mainstream streaming devices such as the Nvidia Shield, Fire Stick, Chromecast with Google TV, or Apple TV, which come preloaded with bloatware, unnecessary apps, and intrusive advertisements, the Ugoos AM6Bplus provides a clean, streamlined experience. There are no forced ads, no unwanted recommendations, and no apps running in the background slowing down your device. It is a pure and optimized media player, allowing you to focus on your content without distractions. For those who use Plex to manage their media libraries, the Ugoos AM6Bplus makes it effortless. By simply installing an add-in, you can access your Plex library directly from the device. It even supports features like syncing your watch history across multiple devices, so you never lose track of where you left off. The skip intro button for TV shows also works flawlessly, making binge watching more convenient than ever. Accessing your media library is faster than ever thanks to multiple high-speed connectivity options. Whether you prefer a wired or wireless setup, the Ugoos AM6Bplus has you covered. A gigabit Ethernet for ultra-fast, stable streaming with zero buffering. Wi-Fi 6 support for high-speed wireless performance, even in busy networks. USB 3.0 and USB 2.0 ports to connect external hard drives for direct media playback. These features ensure that whether you're streaming from a home NAS, an external drive, or a cloud-based library, you get fast, stutter-free playback, even for large, high-bitrate files. Equipped with a powerful CPU and GPU, along with plenty of RAM, the Ugoos AM6Bplus delivers an incredibly fast and smooth user experience. Navigating menus, launching apps, and playing high-bitrate content happens instantly, without frustrating slowdowns or lag. This ensures a seamless and enjoyable viewing experience, even when handling demanding 4K HD or Dolby Vision content. The Dolby Vision Level 1 dynamic metadata can be displayed in real time on screen, providing detailed information about the video input. It shows whether the content is FL or MEL, the Dolby Vision profile, the mastering display luminance, and whether it's using CMV 2.9 or CMV 4.0. Additionally, the device offers an extensive on-screen display for video and audio formats, playback modes, and other key details. With the Keymap Editor add-in, you can customize your remote by mapping specific functions to different buttons. Personally, I map the video processor info display to a remote button, allowing quick and easy access to crucial input details at any time. The Ugoos AM6Bplus supports all major video formats and popular container types, including MKV, MP4, TS, M2TS, ISO, and BDMV folders. It is fully compatible with all HDR formats such as HDR10, HDR10+, Dolby Vision, and HLG.4 video codecs. It handles AVC and HEVC, which are the primary formats used in Blu-ray discs. On the audio side, it supports Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, and DTS-HD, delivering high-quality sound. However, AV1 is not supported, and VC1 decoding can be problematic. Playback performance is extremely stable, with no duplicated or dropped frames. It supports all framerates and includes automatic framerate matching, ensuring that content plays at its native refresh rate for the smoothest and most accurate viewing experience. Let's take a test pattern to illustrate this. Here's a 10,000 nits white clipping brightness test file with each rectangle representing an increasing brightness. This pattern is correct level 1 max PQ metadata of 10,000 nits. Now, let's look at how a 1000 nits mastering display or PU appears on Blu-ray players. As you can see, the rectangles clip at 1000 nits, which means the TV is not properly following the level 1 dynamic metadata. This metadata is supposed to inform the TV that the current scene peaks at 10,000 nits, so it can apply proper tone mapping accordingly. The TV's internal apps, the Ugoos AM6Bplus, the NVIDIA Shield, and the Apple TV all handle tone mapping correctly by using the proper 10,000 nits max PQ value from the level 1 dynamic metadata. This ensures that the TV receives the correct brightness information for each scene, allowing it to apply tone mapping accurately without clipping. Unlike Blu-ray players, which limit the max PQ value to the static mastering display metadata, these devices properly respect the dynamic metadata and adjust the tone mapping accordingly, preserving all highlight details and delivering a more accurate HDR experience. Now, let's see how bad it looks on Blu-ray players when the dynamic metadata mastering display is set to 1000 nits, but the actual content reaches 3000 nits. This is not an exaggeration, it really looks horribly clipped like this picture with completely crushed highlights and lost detail. The players fail to pass the correct metadata, leading to an inaccurate and severely limited HDR experience. As you can see, the Ugoos, NVIDIA Shield, and Apple TV players do not alter the dynamic metadata and correctly send the correct 3000 nits max PQ value to the display. This allows the TV to properly tone map the content without clipping, preserving all brightness levels and highlights detail as intended. Obviously, the TV's internal player also handles dynamic metadata correctly. Here are a couple of movie examples where the content exceeds the Dolby Vision mastering display's static luminance value. A link to nearly all available movie data plotted is provided in the pinned comment. The Ugoos is also more dynamic than the Shield or Apple TV. Dolby Vision is designed to apply dynamic metadata tone mapping only to the active area of the image, excluding the letterbox. The level 5 metadata specifies the number of pixels for each side of the video that contains the letterbox: right, left, top, and bottom. This allows the display to properly interpret and apply tone mapping within the intended active area. All the HDMI devices on the market except the Ugoos will ignore the level 5 metadata during playback. They always apply the tone mapping to the whole image, letterbox included. In artistic level 2 or level 8 trims, there is a control called trim offset, which adjusts the overall brightness and shadow levels of the image. If the colorist does not follow Dolby's best practices and raises the offset beyond the recommended limit of 0.025 or 2100 in PQ, it can cause the letterbox black level to appear elevated and gray when level 5 metadata is ignored or set incorrectly. This offset metadata is completely disregarded if the device does not support level 5, meaning that all current players on the market except Ugoos fail to account for it. This directly affects Dolby Vision tone mapping quality, resulting in a brighter image. Interestingly, Dolby advises colorists not to lift beyond 0.025, even though any value above 0 is ignored by all HDMI players. Even stranger is that this offset metadata is not ignored when the player is in LLDV, player-led, mode. This behavior almost looks like a TV-led bug. LLDV also ignores the level 5 metadata. Ugoos and Corelic offer full support for Profile 7 Dolby Vision with 12-bit full enhancement layer, along with other popular Dolby Vision profiles such as 5, 8, and 7. This is arguably their best feature. Dolby Vision Profile 7 is exclusive to Blu-ray discs, and before Corelic, the only stable and practical way to play it was with a Blu-ray player. Profile 7 is a dual-layer format, meaning the video container holds two separate video streams, a 10-bit HDR10 base layer, and a Dolby Vision layer containing the 12-bit essence. During playback, both layers are decoded simultaneously to reconstruct the full 12-bit HDR image. Achieving 12-bit Dolby Vision playback requires a device with two 10-bit decoders, something both Ugoos and Blu-ray players provide. In contrast, devices like the NVIDIA Shield, Apple TV, and Fire Stick have only a single decoder. As a result, they cannot decode Profile 7 FL and instead discard the enhancement layer entirely. This forces them to process the dynamic metadata using only the HDR110 base layer, leading to various issues in quality degradation, such as brightness fluctuations and incorrect tone mapping that appears much darker than intended. In other words, Ugoos is as capable as a Blu-ray player in decoding the original Dolby Vision format from Blu-ray discs without compromise. Here are some examples where a 4000 nits HDR master was tone mapped down to 1000 or 600 nits for the HDR10 encode. Only when both layers are decoded by the player can it restore the original 4000 nits brightness. Dolby Vision metadata is always derived from the HDR master, so applying it to the tone-mapped HDR10 encode without decoding the enhancement layer is incorrect. This causes the TV to overdim the image, as it misinterprets the content as being much brighter than it actually is. Profile 7 Dolby Vision with a full enhancement layer offers a wide range of capabilities. When encoding the 10-bit HDR10 base layer, the brightness can be mapped down to 1000 or 600 nits to reflect the artistic adjustments made by the colorist in the trims. The Dolby encoding engine then records any differences between the original master and the HDR10 encode in the enhancement layer. These differences can include changes in color, brightness, contrast, grain, and details, as well as corrections for encoding artifacts or glitches. In other words, DV Profile 7 with full enhancement layer is much more than just 12-bit. Ugoos is the only Profile 7 compatible device that supports the latest CMV4 Dolby Vision algorithm, which brings significant tone mapping improvements thanks to the extra trim controls. CMV4 also resolves the black crush issue that was present in CMV2. While most movies are graded using a CMV4 workflow, they are typically delivered in CMV2 for Blu-ray releases. Watch my tutorial video to learn how to restore CMV4 on Profile 7 using metadata levels from web streaming services. The link is in the pinned comment. The latest version of the Dolby Vision algorithm introduces two additional controls in the primary trim pass, enhancing precision in tone mapping adjustments. Additionally, the secondary trim pass now includes a significantly expanded set of hue and saturation controls, allowing for more refined color grading and greater flexibility in fine-tuning the final image. The secondary trim metadata seemed to be ignored in all the tests I did though. Mid-contrast bias control affects image contrast in the region around the computed average picture level. This lets you increase or decrease contrast in the midtones of the image. Highlight clipping control reduces details and affects the roll-off of the brighter part of the image by clipping the highlights as required. This is useful when the tone-mapped image is displaying unwanted details. LLDV, Low Latency Dolby Vision, also known as player-led Dolby Vision, processes metadata directly on the player. Once tone mapping is applied, the output becomes a standard PQHD signal, which can be sent to any HDR10 or even SDR display. This allows non-Dolby Vision displays to benefit from shot-by-shot accurate tone mapping. Ugoos lets you customize the target brightness to match your TV's capabilities. No need for expensive devices like an HD Fury or signal splitters. Another standout feature is Ugoos' ability to convert HDR10 Plus metadata into true shot-by-shot Dolby Vision Level 1 metadata. This ensures a much more accurate and detailed HDR experience. What makes this feature particularly remarkable is that it is entirely unique to Ugoos, and no other player on the market offers this level of functionality. It sets Ugoos apart by providing an unmatched ability to elevate HDR10 Plus content to the quality of native Dolby Vision, offering users an enhanced viewing experience without needing to rely on expensive or complicated equipment. When it comes to color accuracy and color space conversion, Ugoos performs nearly flawlessly. For instance, the Spears and Munsell color space pattern, which often causes issues on many players like the Shield, Apple TV, and even TV internal apps, is handled exceptionally well by Ugoos. As shown in this comparison, these problematic devices struggle with the pattern in multiple ways, while both Ugoos and the Sony Blu-ray player display it much more accurately without any sign of major issues. Regarding HDR10 and SDR output, I conducted a series of quick tests, using an HDMI capture card to evaluate the quality and accuracy of the output. Based on my observations, I did not notice any significant issues or major differences in the way the content was displayed. The overall performance appeared to be consistent, with no obvious artifacts, color shifts, or unexpected discrepancies that would impact the viewing experience. Setting up this device is not a straightforward process, and users should not expect an out-of-the-box, plug-and-play experience. Some configuration and fine-tuning are required to get everything working optimally. Additionally, it does not support popular streaming apps such as Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, or Disney+. If streaming is a priority, I strongly recommend using your TV's built-in apps for the best experience, as they will offer better quality than HDMI devices. When it comes to physical media playback, while the device supports BDMV folders and ISO files, as well as Blu-ray menu navigation, the performance is not entirely stable. Users may encounter occasional issues or inconsistencies, so if seamless Blu-ray menu support is essential, alternative playback solutions might be worth considering. For MKV rips, you can expect flawless playback with complete stability. The device handles MKV files seamlessly, ensuring smooth performance without any glitches, crashes, or compatibility issues. Whether you're playing high bitrate content, HDR formats, or multi-audio and subtitle tracks, you can be confident that the experience will be reliable. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment, and giving the video a like. Your support helps a lot and keeps the content coming. See you in the next one.